Hi, Tom Richardson for Boating Local, and today I'm on Martha's Vineyard in one of the Northeast great boating destinations, Vineyard Haven. Right now we're going to get in a skiff courtesy of Black Dog Tall Ships, take a quick tour of the harbor and show you some of the things you need to know from a boater's perspective. After that, we're going to go ashore, check out some of the great shops, restaurants, and other things to do and see here in Vineyard Haven. My personal guide for the harbor tour was none other than Ian Ridgway, captain of the Black Dog Tall Ship Alabama. Ian took his first sail on a Black Dog ship when he was in 5th grade and immediately fell in love with wooden sailboats and the Vineyard. 2012 marks his 15th year with Black Dog, so it's safe to say that Ian knows his way around the harbor.
I think one of the most amazing things about Vineyard Haven Harbor is the presence of the wooden boat community, and that mostly has to do with Captain Bob Douglas, who is the owner of the Shenandoah and the Alabama, the two Black Dog tall ships, and also the captain of Shenandoah. He designed that boat and had her built and launched in 1964 and has been sailing her out of Vineyard Haven ever since, every summer for week-long cruises. Alabama he bought in '66, and she was rebuilt in the middle of the 90s and has been sailing. This is, I think, her 15th season now out of Vineyard Haven. But also Gannon and Benjamin, one of the shipyards that will be mentioned right here in Vineyard Haven, has done a lot of rebuilds and built a bunch of new boats, schooners, and all sorts of boats of different sizes. And I think, you know, at least in the United States and anywhere I know of, you're not going to find a bigger presence of wooden boats in any harbor than Vineyard Haven, which makes this place special and unique. And of course, having two tall ships in the harbor makes us, you know, the envy of most places. Ralph Packer over here, these docks. And
We started off on the more industrial southeast side of the harbor, home to the Vineyard Haven Shipyard. Established in 1856, the shipyard can handle haul-out and repairs of pretty much any size boat. Next, we paid a visit to the Tisbury Wharf Company, which sells fuel and ice and offers slips for boats up to 200 feet. If the flag is flying, the fuel dock is open. Continuing west, the next big pier belongs to Vineyard Haven Marina, which sells fuel and often plays host to massive yachts.
How long's this side?
Just next door is the Black Dog Wharf, also able to accommodate large vessels and offering laundry, showers, pump out, and other amenities.
As far as I know, Black Dog Wharf and the Vineyard Haven Marina here are the only docks that have like decent facilities, you know, laundry, showers available to boaters. So those are the number 1 and 2 docks that people come to, and both can handle boats up to, you know, 200 feet. Most of Vineyard Haven Harbor is about 20 feet deep, so the average cruiser has no problem going anywhere in this harbor. That's something that makes it exceptional. The only big hazard other than ferry traffic is that it's open to the northeast. So if the wind's going to be in the northeast, this is not the place to be. We have a small amount of moorings that are not dedicated to local boats behind the west breakwater that can give you a lee from the northeast. But other than that, basically Vineyard Haven's not the place to be. A smaller boat. So the only downfall about Vineyard Haven Harbor is that it's open to the northeast, and for smaller boats, the lagoon pond here is a possibility, and definitely protected from all sides. There was a long time ago, this was all cleared out, and you could anchor. There's plenty of water in there. It's up to 20 feet deep, 25 feet deep in some spots. So boats used to be able to get all the way back in the lagoon pond, and the harbor would have been protected from every side at that point. But now you have to get in there under this bridge, which has limited opening, and you can get in touch with them on channel 16, and they'll open it for you between certain hours of the day.
Tucked into the northwest corner of Lagoon Pond is Mayseal Marine, popular among local fishermen and offering transient moorings and slips. And near the Lagoon Pond Bridge, just off Beach Road, you'll find a good public launch ramp. If you're looking to anchor your vessel outside Lagoon Pond, there are 2 main locations that offer decent depth and holding ground.
So this area between the east breakwater and what I pointed out area, Ralph Packer's end of the harbor, is all an open anchorage. The only thing to keep in mind is that it shoals up really fast as you get closer to the shore here. So you're better off really closer to that beach and the wharf. And you want to stay as far to this side of the harbor as possible to stay out of the the traffic area for the ferries.
Yep. Good holding bottom here?
Yeah, definitely. Vineyard Haven mud.
Vineyard Haven mud. Love it. Another anchorage is located on the northern side of the West Breakwater. Although the area is crowded with moorings, you may be able to find a spot. If you're dropping off or picking up guests, you can do so at Owen Park, just west of the ferry terminal. There's a public dinghy dock here, a 15-minute free tie-up, and a $5 to $10 per hour tie-up depending on vessel size. Check in with the harbor master on Channel 9. The town of Vineyard Haven also offers transient moorings outside the breakwater, as do most of the marinas, if you don't need a slip or don't want to anchor. Hail Vineyard Haven launch service on VHF 72 if you need a ride to shore. If you have a dinghy, you can leave it at the aforementioned Owen Park or at the dinghy dock located right next to the ferry terminal, just steps away from the Vineyard Haven bus stop, where you can get convenient and cheap transportation all over the island. Well, that pretty much sums up the things you need to know as a boater in terms of where to secure your vessel in Vineyard Haven. In another video, we'll check out the tall ship Shenandoah and take a look at some of the town's many shoreside attractions. I'm Tom Richardson from Boating Local. Thanks for watching.